Oh my gosh, there were so many cool Oh, I can't even speak right now. Oh my gosh, there were so many cool things in this store, things that I had never seen before, and one item that I'm still kicking myself in the bohiney for not having picked up. I have been kicking myself since we left the store. We got about half an hour away from it, realized that I hadn't bought any of them, and I was like, no, 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 no. And I am still kicking myself in the butt. And we went there like 4 days ago. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is the Lake Wales Ollie's, and it had so many new things that I'd never seen before. This is one of the items that I'd never seen before. I've seen photo albums before, but I'd never seen them in this quantity or all the fruity ones. And I thought they were really pretty. This says that it's washi stickers. And I found a couple of them that were open and had not been treated well. And so I tried to pick some of the big ones off, and they didn't really seem to pick off of the back paper well. These that are perforated, so you have more than one washi sticker on a page, they came off pretty well. But the ones that were one full sheet didn't come off very well. Totally new, never seen it before. Little triangles of paper, and there are so many things that you can do with this. It doesn't have to be banners. You can do so many different things with that. Paper crafting, memory books, anything like that. And then they had these little fringed, beautiful gold, and then they had a red one as well. These little fringed embellishments that you could put on things, and they were already cut, and they'd be perfect for card making, memory books, paper crafting, junk journaling. Most of them were the gold ones, but they did have a few of the, excuse me, red ones. But yeah, just beautiful. Thank you so much, everybody who has subscribed to my channel and everybody who continues to interact with my channel and my community. I said that I was looking for a name, and I got a couple of suggestions, but my husband said one, and I want to run this one by you because I really think it's an interesting name. He said, why not go with Chatter's Guild? That we'd be the Chatters Guild. And it's interesting because, and it appeals to me because a guild is a place where people who are like-minded and like-skilled get together and improve each other's skills through practice and through input and feedback and things like that. So what do y'all think? How's Chatters Guild? Is that a good one? Let me know. Anyway, what I just put in the cart was glitter spray from Recollections, and I put it in the cart because I had seen it already and I knew where it belonged, so I was going to put it back where it went. These were the little envelopes, the little packaged little baggy things, and actually, no, I think those are actually gift card insert card size things like you'd get with a bouquet of flowers or something like that. Beautiful glitter, but you can see how much is in the bottom of the box. Nope, I do not do craft COVID. Sorry, that is not something for me. More little designs, and they actually put on this box that they were individually sold to make sure that people understood that you didn't get the whole box for $1, that they were individually sold. These stickers were so cute. Oh, these would be so great for anybody's junk journal. Anybody who has any desire to have stickers in their journals or their planners or anything like that. These were just amazing and beautiful. And it doesn't show up very well, but those ones on the left-hand side, they were actually kind of a gold embellished size. And this, never seen it before. Never seen a little teeny tiny punch like this before. I bought one because I'm going to use my scrap metallic cardstock and make little sequins to go on my cards or in my shakers and things like that. Anybody do hockey? Anybody do hockey? Anybody out there? The Highland, whatever city this was, I totally forgot because it's not anywhere on my radar. But all of those boxes, they're all hockey items. And Bo Bunny, stacked chipboard again, beautiful patriotic ones this time. Nice. They look to be such high quality and so amazing. And here we are with the glitter sprays, and they actually had two different colors. They had this nice blue and they had the fuchsia. And here I am putting back the fuchsia ones that I found on the other side. I did buy some of these for myself, but I didn't need to have that many of them. This World Traveler sticker with the already have dimensional tape on it was really cool. I am so flabbergasted and amazed. Thank you so much, everybody, for being a part of this community. It is a growing community. It's a community built on kindness and crafting. And together, I think we can make some amazingly beautiful things if we help each other out and if we talk nice to each other and if we are considerate of each other. I think that would be amazing. I would not buy this. It has craft COVID. As you can see, it comes off on my fingers. It's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful, but my craft room does not do craft COVID. So for those of you who do, and if you want Bill Clinton, we've seen the Queen, we've seen a chimp. Why not Bill Clinton? I just had to point that out. Here's the area with has all of the, or the area that has all of the journals, but this is also where all the vinyl was, and it was up on the top shelf of this. So I thought I'd point it out to you if you're one of the people that goes to the stores looking for vinyl. They did have not only the green Smart Cricket, but also the blue. Not as good as that one store that had all three colors, but you know, you can't have everything in every store all the time. My husband pointed this out, and this is really a neat idea. One page is blank, the other page has lines, so you can sketch and then you can write out your feelings. And I thought that would be an awesome book for someone who is, you know, dealing with things that are good in their lives, things that are bad in their lives, things that are indifferent in their lives. You could draw it out and put the emotion into the drawing, and then you could also text it out by writing out your feelings and writing out your thoughts. And I thought that would be amazing for anybody. If you know anybody who is struggling or anybody who is doing really well and wants to keep track of the joys in their lives, that would be such an amazing sketchbook to have for someone. Beautiful gift, awesome thing to have, awesome thing to give. That and some colored pencils and some really nice pens would be an amazing, amazing gift. I had to point out the cats. I love cats. You know that. I mean, I just love cats. And the Arteza thing that just went by, every time I see Arteza, I'm impressed. Look at this. This is 100-pound weight sheets that you can color, and it's the 4 season, and there's 120 of them in there. And they call it a book, but I've never opened one, so I don't know how well bound it is, but it looks to be just stacked pages that might have glue on the end that you could pull off the pages super easy. This store had the calligraphy set for the party in a box for you and 3 of your friends to get together and learn how to do calligraphy. And they had a few other arts and craft supplies, arts and craft kits. This one was really neat. This is a bunch of black and white pictures that you can hang on the wall or that you can color. And it had an amazing array of things that you could do with them. Oh, just amazing stuff. That's something that I hadn't seen at any other store. And this is it. Oh my gosh, I'm kicking myself. That is 6 archival pigment ink pads for $2. And I did not buy them. No, they had several and I did not buy any of them. And I'm so kicking myself in the butt. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I did not buy those. Ah! Okay, I'm done. Actually, I'm not done, but I'm done saying it. I'm going to sit here and just stew in my own brain for a while because I am so upset with myself for not having bought any of those. I mean, that is such a great price. You're talking 33 cents an ink pad for pigment archival ink. Oh my gosh. Oh, anybody who's near this store, if you do any form of crafting that requires ink pads, I strongly suggest that you go there and get them. And that was, oh, I can't believe I didn't buy any. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. I don't know. I've got to do something because this is like the 3rd store in a row that had something in it that I really wanted to buy and totally forgot to pick up. So I have to do something to remind myself of these things. I'll figure something out. Anyway, I hadn't seen that particular set of, or I don't remember seeing that particular set of cookie cutters. And this was really neat because you could make flower magnets, and that would be a great rainy day craft for a kid or an adult or anybody who just wanted something to do. It wouldn't be a very long craft, and it would be just a nice sit down, get something done craft. And this was gorgeous. This is a framed tile. Beautiful. Beautiful. In person, it is so much nicer. And you have, I mean, the sky's the limit for how you decorate that, what you do with that. And this is totally me. Absolutely, totally me. I didn't buy it because I'm not really good at embroidery. I've said many times I'm not a PaperCraft person, and embroidery to me falls under PaperCraft, but that was so me. That particular embroidery set was so totally me. And I loved this. Look, you can use the one cookie cutter to make bunnies or sloths. I love that. I just love that. I really am so enamored by these sweet shop things that show you multiple ways to use the same cookie cutter. So you have such a variety of cookies that you can make with a smaller set of cookie cutters. Just amazing. This one wasn't tile. This was more like shiplap, and it was a nice piece. The tile one was so much better. But if you don't want the ones with the herringbone shape to them, then that would be a good alternative. And thank you again to the person who said that they wanted to see the wood pieces in the store, because this store had some really nice wood pieces in it. So I thought I'd point them out to you. I hadn't seen that whitewashed one before, and it was really a nice thing to see. And these wood pieces really are not priced badly at all. There's a good set of prices to these. We've seen that before, but I think it's beautiful, so I showed it again. And you can see a designer earrings kit down there that I totally missed. I should have highlighted that, but I missed it. They did have some Bernat yarn, but not nearly as much as I've seen in other stores. And I noticed something about these cute little birdhouses, and I've seen two different styles of them, but these were made by Park Lane. These are Park Lane wood pieces, and that surprised me when I realized that they were a Joann's brand. And I don't know why it surprised me, but it sure did. I was going to pick these up, you know that, but again, in this store, they were $2.99, so I didn't buy them from here. And this is a watercolor pad, and I think it's 140-pound weight paper, but I think there's 32 sheets in there, and I think it's $5, which for watercolor paper, that's really good. Oh, and I found another unicorn. This is the kit that goes along with the paper making screens that I have, so that you can use it to dry off the paper so that it dries faster and dries smoother. Oh, it was such a good find. I did remember to pick that up. I did remember to get that. Tracing paper, again, I think that would be beautiful in a junk journal, to have that beautiful alternate texture on the pages in your junk journal. Just absolutely fun to have and absolutely unique, because I don't think many people think to use tracing paper in a junk journal. These stitch paints are showing up more and more in the different stores. That one store that I first saw it in and I forgot to highlight it at, since then, I've seen it, I think, in every store that I've been in. And I've seen that watercolor pad before, but it's so pretty. You get all the watercolors and the watercolor paper to go along with it, and it's such a nice set. Lol kids, you've got the crayons to go along with there. Thank you again, everybody. I'm not done with it yet, but thank you again. This, pause on the appreciation. This concerned me because this was an entire cart of these writing kits. And I've seen these writing kits since I started going to Ollie's. And I'm concerned that those got binned. I'm concerned that they just got taken out and binned. So I don't know. I'm so concerned about what's going to happen to this excess art supply stuff, because you know as well as I do that eventually the people in these areas are not going to be buying this stuff anymore, because they're going to have filled up on their coffers, and they're going to have stocked their rooms to the point where they have no room for anything else to put in there, and people are just going to stop buying. And because the distribution of these items is so erratic, it's causing me concern that the overstock in one area, which would be greatly appreciated in another area, is just going to end up being binned instead of transferred. So I don't know. That cart concerned me. Anyway, back to the appreciation. Again, it's not over yet. We're not done with the shop with me yet. We still got about 8 minutes left. But thank you so very much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. If you have not yet subscribed and you are finding any sort of joy or enjoyment or entertainment or information or knowledge or interest, then please do consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you as part of this growing community, possibly called the Chatters Guild. That's not set in stone yet, but I do think it's an interesting name, and I would like your input on what you think about that name. And I can't express my gratitude enough. I really can't. I'm so humbled and blessed by the amount of wonderful interaction that this channel has gotten, the kindness that everyone has shown, the comments, the likes, the people who have subscribed, those of you who are sharing my content. Thank you. Thank you so much. At first, I thought these were Sharpie pens, and I hadn't seen this style Sharpie pen since I was a kid, but it turns out they're not actually Sharpie. And I went and I looked back at them to see if there were any actual Sharpie ones back there, but there weren't. I don't think they make that style anymore. Like I said, I haven't seen that since I was in probably a freshman in high school. And these I thought were makeup brushes, but they're actually marked as paint brushes. That is so pretty. That would be such an elegant set to have sitting on your desk to do your painting with. Not a great price on a container. I think I would totally pass on that container. I did buy a set of these, and I will be trying them in an upcoming video to show you how well they work. I bought them because I thought they were nice to have not only the Zentangle really pointy end, but also the brush marker end. And again, I did that. I made that noise so that you could hear it, so you'd have noise, and then I removed the audio before I before I did the voiceover and realized that, oh, well, I removed the audio too quickly again. That was an interesting set because I've seen a pastel color set of the same brand elsewhere, and then this one had the bright color set. So if you could get the two of them together and then get that with any of the coloring books or any of the Arteza coloring sets, oh, just beautiful. This was a new Singer item. I have not seen this in any store. This is another one of those new items, and it says it's a needle replacer for a machine. Amazing, just simply amazing. This is something else that we've seen, but I still have no idea what it is. I don't sew. I'm not a fibercraft person. Y'all know that about me. But I'm still willing to point out all of these things, even if they're not crafts that I do, because I know that my viewers have different opinions of their favorite crafts. And so I'm pointing out as much of the craft stuff as I possibly can so that you know exactly what is in these stores if you're close enough or if you just want to see what's in other stores in other areas. First time to see a number set, and I thought that was really a cute little set to have there. And then I don't know why I showed this earlier, but I showed it again. Apparently, I think it's really cool. And $1.99 for those sets is a really good price. Just a quick note before we look at the adult coloring books. Real life happens. You have until midnight tonight to fill out the winner's form because you were drawn as a winner, but you have not filled out the form yet. And now back to the wonderful adult coloring book. I don't know. I love them. I am so grateful to the person who asked me to point these out. I can't. I just can't even. I mean, my brain, you could hear in my voiceover, it got a little flustered there for a moment because I just couldn't think of what to say next because I'm so appreciative and I so love these pictures. Maybe not this set. I'm not really the scary Halloween kind of girl. I love Halloween, but I'm not the scary Halloween kind of girl. I'm the cutesy Halloween kind of girl. So I loved I still loved it. I mean, I love all of these. Look how beautiful they are. And they would be such an amazing gift for someone who likes to sit and color. You could get any set of the markers or any set of the pen sets, and you could just go to town on these. Beautiful gifts, gift to yourself. Remember, self-care is very important. If you feel that you need to hug yourself, then by all means hug yourself. Because self-care is a huge part of being mentally healthy and emotionally well. So hug yourself. Self-care is huge. If you want to buy this for yourself and you have the wherewithal to do so, then by all means do it. There is no shame to buying things for yourself. None whatsoever. I mean, self-care, self-love, it's a huge, beautiful thing. There was one coming up that was my favorite of all of these books in this store, and I think I've only seen it in this store and one other store. What we're doing is I'm handing the books to my husband, and he is flipping through the books, and then when he sets it down, I hand him another one and put the other one away. So he just set that one down. I'm handing him another one, and then I'm putting that one where it belongs. And so we kept it going. We kept the video going that way. And we also kept the shelf straightened up that way because I don't think it's right to go into a store and mess up the store while you're trying to do filming. And anything that you see me not put back where it goes, my husband is always with me. So anything that I don't put back and you don't see me put back, my husband's right behind me putting things back if I don't put them back. So, I just want to rest assured that we're not messing up these stores because it's not fair to the people who work there to mess up a store just to get content. And I won't do that to people. I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's right, and I don't think that's kind. And you know how I feel about kindness. Kindness is like number one above everything, in my opinion. So we're going through these books, and we haven't gotten to the one that I love the most yet. And I'm not really a tarot person, but it is a tarot book, and it had a unique feature that I have not seen in many of these coloring books, because these coloring books are either pictures or they're pictures and games. I haven't seen the particular idea in a book until we get to this tarot coloring book. For those of you that love faith and devotion things, I'm all for it. I'm all there for you, and I'm going to point them out to you. I thought this one was beautiful. Again, I'd put this in the beginner to early intermediate level, but still, it's got gorgeous sentiment in it. And if you have someone who would adore doing something like this, or if that's you, then by all means, buy that for them or buy that for yourself and get some colored pencils if you don't already have them. I thought this was an interesting idea. It's called Romantasy. So it's like all those romance book covers put into a coloring book, an adult coloring book, so that you can color them whatever colors you want them to be. And I thought that was a really neat idea. And I loved this book, but it was not my favorite of the books that I saw in this store. It was a nice one, and the pictures were really nice. And I'd call it intermediate. That's really not advanced. This is it. Oh, here it is. It's this. It's called The Cosmic Slumber, and it's based on tarot. Which again, I'm not really big in the tarot industry, but it's got these information, and then it's got the pictures that you can color, and then it's got places for you to reflect on what you've learned about those particular cards. So you could like use it to just open randomly to a particular page and read what it says about the card, and then color the picture, and then reflect on what it says about the card. And that is such a cool idea for people who do tarot, who love tarot, who or are considering looking into tarot. This is just an amazing color book, and I think it was only $3.99. So $4 for this is a beautiful price for this really unique, really nicely laid out, really well thought out and well planned out book. And I'm just going over the rest of them. Oh, my husband wants to show one more. I thought we were done, but nope. This is a manga book or a manga book. My husband tells me it's pronounced manga, and I've always said manga, so I'm not sure which one of us is right. If you would please put in a comment if you know for sure which one it is, because we had a discussion. It wasn't heated or anything. It was funny. We were laughing, but we had a discussion about the proper pronunciation of that word. And we didn't come to an agreement, so we decided that we were going to put it to the community and say, hey, how do we actually pronounce this word? So there it is. And this is just an overview of the rest of them, because I didn't show you everything. But, oh, they had so many beautiful adult coloring books. Thank you again to the person who asked to see adult coloring books. Amazing stuff. This is the last of the items that were in this store. This is just the little end of the paint. And I just want to say thanks again to everybody who has shared, liked, subscribed. Oh, the ink pads. Oh, I forgot the ink pads were in a picture at the end. Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart. I cannot believe I did not pick any of those up. Oh, and I'm a card maker. I use ink all the time, and it just never. Anyway, thank you so very much. I appreciate every one of you. Cheers and happy crafting.